The all-new 2027 model Mercedes AMG GLS63. In terms of design, in terms of display unit, I mean, it's quite a lot of display now. 3 cameras, I don't get it. There's one over here, one over there, and another one right over here. Why? Hello guys, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to show you the all-new 2027 model Mercedes AMG GLS63. It's time for another facelift, and here we have it. This is the new AMG version of the GLS. I mean, I've already showed you the facelifted version of the GLS, and here is finally the AMG version. This is how the car looks like. This actually is a second facelift. So in terms of dimension, size and everything is exactly the same, but yeah, Mercedes and AMG has decided to give it a bit more changes here, as you can already see, especially here from the back. Looks quite interesting, and new wheels and new interior. Watch this. Here we go. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the face of the facelifted version of the GLS63 AMG looks like. Let me show you. It's hard, all right? 1 second. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the M177 4-liter V8 biturbo AMG engine, which is a facelifted version as well, since this one now comes with a flat plane crankshaft. This is producing 612 horsepower, 0 to 100 in something around 4 seconds. No official numbers yet, but in terms of performance, I guess will be almost the exact same numbers. This is how the engine looks like. It's also one man, one engine. In this case, it's Matthias Greb. I really love this philosophy from AMG. Let me just close this hood. And this is actually where things get quite interesting. I mean, you've seen, I just closed the hood, but somehow it still looks like it's a bit open, right? This actually is because it's a new and updated AMG specific bonnet, which, yeah, is functional. You get way more air flowing in the inside, cooling the engine bay. Now, that's why we have this space here in between, this one, fitting one finger through, you can see. Then we have an updated version of the front grille, which looks humongous on the GLS. I have to tell you, looks extremely dominant and pure, full chrome finish. But there's also one thing that I have to highlight is all around the grille we have this black gloss finishing here, which I'm not the biggest fan of and I don't get. Anyways, what do you guys think about it? I mean, if you go with a full black car, you will probably not see this. Then the second thing about the GLS facelift, the AMG version here in specific, digital light headlight unit. Something interesting, we have 2 Mercedes Benz stars here integrated in the headlamp unit, where people were thinking that maybe it would be 3, since we are talking about an S. With the GLE we have 2, with the GLC a single one, and with the GLS also 2. Makes no sense. But with this one, to identify it, the stars are sitting vertically. With the GLE, however, it's horizontally. Anyways, looking at the front here, this is extremely dominant. Just looking at the size of the star here, it's the same size as my head, and yeah, I really like it. The so-called Panamericana front grille. All around in the night you can already identify. It comes with illumination. I don't know if you can spot the LEDs. Yeah, this looks also quite interesting. I'm not the biggest fan. For the US in specific, we also get illuminated star in the front. V8 specific front bumper here. What do you guys think? Exterior paint is called Mystic Blue. I think in the US it's another name, if I'm not mistaken. And this is how the car looks from the side. Something that they have changed are the wheels here. Because now, instead of having the iconic monoblocks, this is the facelifted version of the monoblocks. However, I have to say these kind of look like a fusion of monoblocks and C43 wheels from back in the days. Let me show you a picture of how these looked back then. Look quite cool, yeah, I guess. It's 23 inches in the front and the back, and you can barely see the brakes. Yeah, this is how the car looks from the side. V8 biturbo 4MATIC badge on the side here. It's also an option to go with the night package 2. Then you will get everything finished in dark chrome. Yet again, something that I don't get is a side mirror here, coming with in total 3 cameras. I don't get it. There's one over here, one over there, and another one right over here. Why? Since we have no night package, we have this all finished in silver. We have the side step board, as you can see already. Also here, chrome finish. Mystic Blue looks extremely fancy. I'm a huge fan. 23-inch alloys, looking humongous and quite dominant here on the GLS, the big boy of Mercedes and AMG in specific. This is how the car looks from the back. And I have to tell you, there's one thing I don't get. Let me show you. So when you look at this, I have to say there's not a lot that changed in terms of design. The only thing that they have changed is the taillight unit here. Let me just give you a closer look. As you can already see, since we have a GLS, we have 3 lights sitting on the back. I get it and I like it, though there's something I don't like. We have the chrome bar here on top. I like it, it's an S. Luxury feeling, chrome, okay. But there's one thing I still don't get. Why would you connect the taillight here with this black panel here? Is this a design highlight that people crave? Is it actually that some customers asked for it? I don't get it. Honestly, I'm literally just sitting here watching it and it doesn't grow on me yet, but let's see, maybe in the future. Here, exhaust tips, quad exhaust tips. With the GLS, we have no 53. Hence, we only get these exhaust tips with AMG version of the GLS. Yeah, V8 specific on the left and right hand side. Sound, unfortunately, can't show you now, but in the future, hopefully. AMG badge, everything finished in chrome, lovely. 3 Mercedes Benz stars here in the taillight unit. GLS looks massive. That's all about the exterior. This is the GLE63 Coupe. If you haven't watched the video yet, check the info box above. As I mentioned, 2 headlights in the front unit. GLS also comes with 2. Let me just show you. Watch this. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, sitting on top of each other. This is how you can instantly differentiate. However, I think, and I was hoping to see 3, at least 1, 2, and 3 right over here. This space here is missing. Honestly, it's missing. I wish we had 3 stars in the front here. Yeah. Anyways, let me show you the interior. And this is how the interior looks like. In terms of design, in terms of display unit, I mean, it's quite a lot of display now. It's pillar to pillar. We have the air vents here. From there, starting 3 display units. 1 for the passenger, 1 on the main center, and 1 for the driver. There's the steering wheel, flat bottom, full finished in leather here. Also, the airbag covers finished in leather. It's something I really love. Something quite special on this one is, yeah, the finishing on the seats. I think this macchiato beige, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's the interior. AMG entrance board, illuminated. A lot of carbon fiber in the inside is option. You can also go with wood or with whatever trim you like. Air vents been updated and the full screen with the updated Mercedes Benz OS operating system. Yeah, which is, I think, the best. But just be honest with me. How do you guys like the integration of these screens in the interior of this GLS? What do you guys think? Let me just close down the door for you. This is how the interior looks like. Something that they've changed and added is the carbon fiber option here on the center console finally. Also here on the handle. Yeah, air vents have been changed. We have new settings here for the steering wheel buttons and the full display pillar to pillar, which I'm not the biggest fan of, because when I think about Mercedes-Benz interiors, the way they've always integrated displays in the interiors was top notch. But this one just looks so plain, as like 90-degree positioning. A screen in front of a driver looks like no emotions at all. I wish we had some curved displays all around, something at least, but with this option, I didn't grow me yet. Anyways, head-up display comes as an option here as well. This is how the seats look like. We even have the seat belts right over here, headrest also with the AMG emblem, AMG also right over here. We have the rising diamond stitching, and we also have heated and ventilated seats. Burmester, top Burmester, also comes with the Burmester speaker here on top, which I would always recommend you to get because this looks so cool. Just look at the way I finished this. I think these are the 3D speakers, since we also have them sitting on top. We have a humongous sunroof giving us a lot of light in the inside. And yeah, this is the interior. What do you guys think of it? Unfortunately, can't do a sound check yet. We'll be doing that in the future. So that's about it for the latest version, the second facelift of the GLS63 AMG, guys. What do you guys think of it? I mean, just as a side information, why is actually second facelift? I think it's because of all the politics and regulations when it comes to EVs. Mercedes-Benz was saying back in the days that they would have only EVs, the whole product lineup electrified by 2030. So that's why they didn't even plan on building a new GLE and GLS. That's why now we get get a second facelift. What do you guys think of the look of it? I mean, in terms of look and design changes, it's quite nice. It's a proper facelift for me because everything has been changed, especially here in the front. We have new wheel options and also a full change on the rear. I mean, this is a proper facelift. What do you guys think of it? Please rate this GLS63 from 1 to 10 in the comment section below, especially my guys living in the US. GLS is the main market, is USA, and I want to read your comments about this car. What do you think of it? Please leave it in the comment section below. Already looking forward to see you all again and wish you an amazing day. I will be back.